Before you get all happy about thinking, oh, I knocked off his girl, I'ma take his woman. She fine, she sweet, he don't know how to treat her. I can do better. You better remember you don't know that woman for real. She could be the devil's top demon. You mess around and hit that one time, and your little thing will fall right off. All I'm saying is, baby, go get your own. Don't take on nobody else's problems. I love you if you will.
Man, let me tell you something. Women do not seek counseling or help. They don't want to change. They would rather find a new man who doesn't know that they are lying and get into a new relationship. That's just it. Thanks.
A good woman wants to see you saving, not spending, investing, not splurging. Those females who are focused on you spending money on them outside so they can look like something to other people in the internet are useless. They don't like you for who you are. They like you for what you have. A woman who likes you, who's for you, is happy with the quality time that y'all spend together. She's focused on the plan and the foundation that you're laying for the future. Listen, a woman that really likes you don't give a damn what y'all do. You ain't got to spend a lot of money. Y'all ain't got to go nowhere fancy. She just want to be up in your skin. So as long as y'all are spending quality time together, she is happy. Okay, those females that talk about how bored they are because y'all don't ever go here or there, run for your life, my boy.
Whenever you hear a man talk about how a woman have an odor down there, what he's smelling is other men. Women will tell other women to go do this and that, but you ain't got no answers for these females on what they're gonna do when they coochie smell like Brad and Tyler. You cannot just put your cooch in a sink and wash it with Irish Spring and tap water and think you good. Rarely, if you are being intimate with one man and he is being unprotected intimate with only you, you're not gonna develop an odor. Any woman that think that she can sleep with a man and have the attitude like, I pumped and dumped him, I got him and don't want to talk to him. Any woman that think that's a thing is delusional. It's not a thing. You always gonna be looked at as a hoe and bring your value down every single time. Men don't experience that same thing. A man can run through 100 women and then decide he want to settle down and still be looked at as valuable and a prize.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women will talk about finding the right partner, but will never talk about becoming the right partner. But I digress.
Yo, women love to call men thirsty, but they hate a man that they can't manipulate with their body. If they can't pop off that bra or shake a little ass and he's not drooling all over her, she is pissed. Like, how dare he ask for intellect, substance, a skill set, or conversation? I'm a woman. I don't need to do any of that. You are not a peaceful woman if you can do all that arguing and disrespecting a man. Because a woman at peace is not about to put herself in a stressful situation. She's not going to be in a non-peaceful environment. She creates the peace.
Some partners are in love because of what they can take, not necessarily because of what they can give. And when you have such a relationship, it will exhaust the person who is always giving, and it just brings imbalance in the marriage or the relationship at the end of the day.
Guys don't want to be around angry women. Guys want to be around happy, smiling, make my life easier, not harder women. That's just a fact. Because guys that are really doing for you, that are doing the tough stuff, that are climbing, that are working, that are doing all that stuff, they don't need to come home to like an angry woman.
I think I can emphasize that point again. One major reason for people being poor, whether it's man or woman, is the partner that they married. If you marry a wrong partner, you may end up poor the rest of your life.
A lot of women don't know what it means to be a woman. They're so busy trying to do what a man can do that they know what it takes to be a man, but they have no idea what it takes to be a woman.
Women tend to be more unhappily married than men. Guys often think everything's fine.
Oh my God. So true. I had this conversation with a former partner where I said, in our relationship, I think if you never raised an issue, I think there'd never be an issue.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like everything was always fine. And every week she was coming to me with a problem. And had she not come to me with that problem, I think the relationship would have just been great.
Right.
That's how it felt. What's your favorite quote?
What you're not changing, you're choosing.
What you're not changing, you're choosing.
You got something
That's kind
you complaining about and you're not changing it. Could be your relationships, your body, your health, your job, you're choosing it.
Let me just say this, guys. I heard somebody, a wise woman earlier, talking about how to know when you have a wife, how to know what caliber of woman she's going to be to you as a wife. Okay. And this is something that I have done for years. Okay. So when your husband, when your spouse, when your man presents something to you and tells you that there's a certain goal that he wants to accomplish, there's a certain business that he wants to open, there's something that has to do with his goals, you have to be the one to start doing that research, to look into things, print stuff out, look at things, send him websites. Listen, ladies, this is the thing. You have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to be attentive to him. If you don't have the best interest out for that man, please leave him the fuck alone, because there is a woman out here that will do that for him and even more. So guys, when you come to her and you talk to her about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and the stuff that you want to accomplish, and she don't do research, she's not for you. When you talk to her and she's all over the map and she's not listening to you, that woman isn't for you. If you talk to her and you tell her that there's something that she needs to fix and rearrange about her attitude or her environment, and she don't listen to you and she don't take heed and she don't use that wisdom that you've given her, she is not for you. A wife operates different. She's not online shaking her. She's not dismantling your peace at home. She is not making you look like a fool out when she's out in public. She is catering to you. If you have a business, she's on them books. She's making sure that you got everything taken care of on the back end. She's making sure that she has a demeanor if she has to deal with your customers or your clients. She carries herself a whole different way. And a lot of y'all skip over the fact that a woman has to be able to listen to you. A lot of y'all know that she's hard-headed and you still go ahead and put a ring on it. You still sit up there and marry her. You still sit up there and keep her around. A lot of y'all know that she's not good for your mental health and you still keep her around because the sex is good or because she's eye candy. A lot of y'all be sitting up here sabotaging your whole future for a woman just because she's cute, for a woman just because she can give head. But what about your goals? What about your vision? If she can't come along and see your vision and research and bring something to the table, bring some ideas to the table, she is not the one, my boy.
You're going to want to listen to this.
The most common cause of divorce is not money. The most common cause is the wife does not feel like she can rely on her husband, and the husband does not feel that what he is giving is appreciated. In other words, he doesn't feel like he's a real giver. She doesn't feel like she's really receiving. That kills it, because essentially the man needs to know that he is providing, and the woman needs to know that she has someone to rely on.
Anyone who tells you that gender roles aren't relevant today is lying to you or confused. Men want to naturally give, women want to naturally receive. There's different versions and there's shades of gray, but if you lose track of that, nothing really works.
One young man, I said, he's looking for a wife. I said, let me tell you something. How you going to find a wife? When you tell a wife, when you just list your desires and say something that you want to do, the woman that's your wife will pick it up and already get ideas and present it back to you. If none of the women can hear what you say, none of them are your wives and you need to leave them alone. The woman that is supposed to be for him will hear what he wants to accomplish, pick it up, research it, come back and say, okay, here's some options.
A woman does not want you to cheat, but if she knows you can never cheat, you are indeed.
Yeah.
And a woman does not want you to replace her, but if she believes that you can't replace her, if she believes that she is the best you could possibly do, she will walk all over you.
Women don't want you to cheat, but they love a man.
I ain't gonna lie, women cheat for the most stupidest shit, yo. And women are really cheaters. Men don't cheat. Women? Oh my God. Safety, holy water. Because women cheat. I don't know about the men though. Y'all cool.
Is it that sex is easier at the beginning than in a long-term relationship? One of the leading answers is anger. It's not very easy to have sex or want sex with someone that you're angry with. And in many relationships, there's a lot of stored anger that neither party knows is there. And that anger has come from micro incidents of disappointment. Someone didn't quite call when they said they would. Someone didn't laugh when they might have done. Someone didn't show generosity when it might have been required. And these things get stored up. And the result of too much of this is that you don't want someone going anywhere near you because you're furious. You're essentially furious. But in the way of these things, you don't know you are. You don't know you're furious. Again, the mind is not obvious to itself. So if you want to have more sex, don't just invest in candles and fancy linen. A quite useful thing to do is to go and have dinner with your partner and say to them, we're both going to ask each other how we've annoyed each other. Because we have annoyed each other, not because we're evil people, but because we're human and we're in a relationship. And no relationship survives more than an hour without a build-up of frustration. And the more we can let out that frustration at the dinner table, the more it won't, create a blockage in the bedroom.
For the women out there, I want you to listen to one thing. I need you to understand this. A poor man can work hard and get rich. An uneducated man can get educated. A fat man can lose weight. But once a hoe, always a hoe. Remember that.